before we get started, we're gonna point out this like ribbon dancing woman to this like patriotic music.
As mega Disney fans, we try to make it to everywhere that is not just Disneyland and Disney World and LA and stuff. So you gotta go to New York, and this has been on the bucket list for a long time.
If you're a huge Disney fan like we are, you've probably heard of the 1964-65 New York World's Fair, home of It's a Small World, Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, and Carousel of Progress.
What more do you need in Disney? Those are like the greatest things there are.
What more do you need? This is like Disney lore mecca. I mean, this is where they came for all the creativity of Disneyland, Disney World. I mean, it all started right here.
And so we are excited to come see some empty lots of where things used to be.
And just a really cool park, because this park is really beautiful.
It's Memorial Day, it is sunny, it is 75, it is perfect. You couldn't ask for better conditions.
Be checking out all of this Disney history and feeling the Disney vibes.
We are in kind of the east side of the park, and this used to be called the Fountain of the Planets, and they had a kind of very early precursor to World of Color fountain in the middle. Now it's just kind of a sadder lake, but still.
It's a really garbagey lake.
If we turn around from the garbage lake, Katie, what was in the dirt lot behind us? You got a 1 in 3 chance.
Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln.
The Carousel of Progress.
What?
How cool is that?
Yes! I have to go feel the vibes over here.
Let's do it.
We're going. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Tomorrow, shining at the end of every day.
So Carousel of Progress is one of my favorite attractions. I never got to experience it at Disneyland, but I've been to it at Disney World multiple times. And to think that like, it was so progressive at the time. It was in the round, you kind of moved around and saw the different scenes of progress. Nowadays, the progress has kind of stopped, ending in the year 1998-ish. But I can only imagine back in the day, like how cool it was to go and see like audio animatronic people in like a theater in the round as the theater itself, like the seats moved while the stage stayed stationary. It was kind of revolutionary at the time. And the song, it's classic. One more time. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day.
Katie, as ultra Disney fans, Walt himself once walked on this very ground.
Walt walked on this grass. Maybe Walt himself, everyone, planted this very, you know, small weed that is now overgrown.
I would say this is the cheesiest thing we've said regarding Disney, but it's not even in the top 10.
No. We've been to Marceline, we've been to Chicago. This is gonna really show. We have looked up the beach that he lived in like Normandy when he went on his like military tour in France, and we have considered booking a trip for it, and I would not be surprised if we do one day.
It's on the list.
It's on the list.
All right, Carousel of Progress down. Next one up. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We both actually have a connection to other World's Fairs.
I have a connection to the Seattle World's Fair. If you've ever seen the Space Needle, that is a World's Fair production. It's from the Seattle World's Fair. I am from Washington. I actually have a little medallion.
That's cool.
In like my collectibles from the Seattle World's Fair, because I think it was in recent times. I mean, within the last 100 years. But it's a more recent World's Fair, but yes, I do have a connection to that one.
And for me, Spokane, Washington, where I went to college, on the eastern side of Washington State, held the World's Fair, and they built Riverfront Park right near downtown. And it's this beautiful park where we used to go and walk in the nice weather when I lived there. And it's super fun, super beautiful.
Shout out to the giant radio flyer wagon.
I know.
Best part of the park.
So 2 cool World's Fair connections outside of this one, which we can now claim.
I mean, this one is easily the coolest. Like, this is giving
Disney
Walt
one.
Disney vibes. This is like the dream World's Fair.
All right, Katie, plot of Random Land number 2.
Okay,
What was here?
Mr. Lincoln.
This was sponsored by Pepsi Cola and UNICEF. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all.
Tears. It's a world of hopes and a world of fears. There's so much that we share at a time we're aware. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. Don't ask me to sing it in Spanish. It's a small world after all. It's a small, small world. And I'm here right now where it was founded.
Now mermaid bubble version.
Oh, they totally.
Much later.
That's amazing.
This
Right
is
here, Katie.
And what was really cool about Small World is it was a really revolutionary boat system
Yeah.
of a ride, and it inspired Pirates of the Caribbean, which was supposed to be, prior to that, a walk-through wax museum. And then they built Small World for the World's Fair with this new innovative boat museum. The Sherman Brothers wrote the
Yep.
song, which if you listen to Small World slowly, it's actually really beautiful
Oh,
and
yeah, it's
sentimental.
great.
And it has become the earworm song that we all have a love-hate relationship nowadays. I love it. Some people, maybe not so much, but we all know it. And this is like, this field right here is where it began before they moved it off to Disneyland.
It's super cool. Like Kitty said, the boat system was revolutionary. You could fit thousands of people through in an hour, which is pretty revolutionary at the time. If you think of like a merry-go-round or a Ferris wheel, those get nobody. I mean, it goes so slow. Whereas this, you could just pack a boat, send it through, and you could have 100 boats in at a time. Super cool.
We're really showing our like theme park efficiency nerd here. We both worked at theme parks for years, so we're like professional carnies. Dun-dun-dun.
This is going to be a great test of our video skills to see how much copyright we get taken down or demonetized. Not that we even can monetize, but it'll be interesting to see if they think our singing is remotely on par with them charging us.
I think we're fine. I think we're gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
Of tears, it's a world of hopes. I don't think anyone is mistaking my singing for being professional Small World grade.
You're no descendant of the Sherman Brothers.
I'm not.
Sadly.
We're looking at maps of the World's Fair right now just to see where everything was. And let me tell you, the World's Fair seemed like the coolest thing ever. It was like a county fair meets Disneyland meets like South by Southwest or South by Southwest. Well, but it seems like super, super cool. Like, I really want to go to this. Like, why can't the World's Fair still exist? World's Fair, come back, please.
The New York Pavilion, aka the Men in Black Towers. Everyone knows it as these days.
They're a little under disguise right now.
Probably because the spaceship is broken and they need to fix them before they can take off again.
But if you are a fan of Universal Orlando, you've seen these here. Obviously, if you've seen Men in Black, you've seen them. This is like, people in New York call it like the Men in Black Park because like you can see these from the freeway. These things are
Stand out.
This is the claim to fame. I mean, it might not be the Disney claim to fame, but it seems to be that everybody else knows it for the claim to fame.
And apparently it's kind of died over time, so they're refurbing it. Hopefully the observatory towers can come back, and I think they had a big theater back in the day, so hopefully that can be brought back to life as well, because it would be really cool to have it fully functioning.
They're hoping to have it reopened in 2026, so maybe we'll have to come back for that, so fingers crossed it'll be open. I feel like I should do that thing with like the Men in Black where they have like that thing like makes you forget.
If you're a fan of tennis, you know the building behind me, Arthur Ashe Stadium, home of the US Open, but it's in the way of the site where we were trying to get to, which was the America Pavilion.
With great moments with Mr. Lincoln, the most Americana Disney ride at all. Take that, Hall of Presidents.
Close second, a tribute to all nations, but mostly America.
Close third, America Sings. If you're an oldie, you remember that one.
And then the American Adventure, which Katie says I'm not allowed to ride because it's too long and too cold.
It's real cold and it's real long.
But great moments with Mr. Lincoln, one of my favorites. I love that show. The world has never had a good definition of the word liberty. It's so nerdy, it's so history, it's got great weird music, and it's got an animatronic Mr. Lincoln trying to be all patriotic. It's wonderful.
It has that great song, like, a cannonball, don't pay no mind. A cannonball, don't pay no mind. Cannonball, don't pay no mind. Okay, I need to stop singing. I feel like, you know, if you haven't turned this off already.
Now's your chance. No, but it's awesome. It's cool that it was right here. It's right on the north side of the Unisphere.
Looking at the globe itself, like America had the prime spot. I guess the World's Fair was there, so I mean they got the prime spot. And this was in partnership with the state of Illinois, which is why they built Mr. Lincoln. Walt Disney was born in Illinois, so he obviously had a very big place for it in his heart. He was a big fan of Mr. Lincoln. There's that classic old photo of him and his friend Walt Pfeiffer dressed as Mr. Lincoln in their elementary school, and it was always Walt's favorite president, so it was probably really fun for him to help build an animatronic and make an attraction for his theme parks and for the World's Fair. There was one more attraction that Disney built for the 1964-65 World's Fair, and it was in partnership with Ford, called the Ford's Magic Skyway. And it was this glorious, like, people mover meets Autopia mid-century skyway.
Glorious.
Sadly, it did not live to see the light of day in the parks post the World's Fair, and it is now not in the current park. It would be across the street in like what is now like kind of just a neighborhood. So we're unable to film there.
No, it's a park. It's just a second part of the park across the street.
Yeah. So it is across the street, so it is a little hard for us to get to, but we wanted to shout it out because there was a little bit more of a Disney presence here. I think this concludes our tour of the 1964-1965 World's Fair in 2025, which would be, what, 50 years later?
60.
60 years later.
Quite an awesome experience and a bucket list item for us both.
Yep. So I hope you enjoyed us nerding out and being Disney weirdos during this. If you're a fellow Disney weirdo, shout out below in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We love to make Disney content, New York content, and everything in between.
Cheers.
Cheers. Beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every...
It's like the World's Fair is happening again.
I know.
Hold on, I should find the name of...
Speech.
Hold on.
407 years ago. I don't know why I'm like bending down like a decrepit grandpa. I feel like Abe Lincoln was pretty young. Okay. 407 years ago.
We're trying to get to, which was where the America Pavilion was.
Wait. Motorcycle interlude.
This was sponsored by, hold on. This is by.
There's so much that we share at a time. We're aware it's a small world after all. It's a small